Yo, kiss your bros. Spell out no homo with your tongue in their mouths.
No, you have to.
So you're not gay.
You have to establish where it came from.
So we were talking about kissing bros. What else do you need me to say?
Off camera.
Kissing bros.
You know what? That's kind of that's like.
Speaking of kissing bros, one time I'm on a comedy improv group at BYU. One time, there was a couple people in the group dating. It was a toxic relationship, but that's unimportant. But one of the dudes. I'll change all the names so that I don't out people here, but one of the dudes...
Humphrey
was dating Isabel.
Quincy.
Humphrey was dating Isabel, and Quincy was friend of Humphrey. And, like, they were talking on the way back, and, like, Isabel said something to the effect of, like, you two are just too comfortable with each other. And Humphrey goes, yeah. And then Quincy was like... yeah, I'd kiss you. And then Humphrey just walks over and kisses him on the lips.
No, it was no goodbye kiss?
Oh, yeah, it was. They were kissing goodbye, and then Quincy went, no kiss for me, and then Humphrey just walked over and kissed him on the lips.
Nice.
And I went, that's amazing. Another story of one of the other improv guys. He has the, like, what if we kissed joke with his, like...
You've told this one before.
Have I told this one on recording?
Yeah, it was in Subspace.
What if we kissed next to the dead body? Yes. Which is really funny and terrible. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know how many you need?
Nope.
50.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick farts, bro.
No!
What?
That is a sign of poor intestinal health.
Oh.
I have poor intestinal health. I have IBS.
I'm just commenting on my bro's farts,
Dude, do you ever have like irritable bowels?
No,
Like,
really.
well, I had some mad irritable bowels the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, I pooped.
Do you want to go into explicit detail?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right,
That's gross.
I know.
I don't want to drive away our viewers. Anyways,
Well.
Sometimes my balls No, I'm just kidding.
Mood.
Am I right, fellas? I really like that I'm sitting in the perfect spot for the sun to shine through the
Yeah, I was
blinds
doing that for the...
and blind me. It's very fun.
others.
Smacky happiness.
50 starbits.
Oh, load them up, dude.
Dude, what if I shot one out in space? Wouldn't it be funny?
That'd be pretty funny. Dude, what if you did it again?
That'd be really funny. Pretty funny.
That'd be pretty funny.
I'm not doing it. I'm not that patient.
Alright.
We're going to a secret planet!
Whoa! Oh my goodness! It's Yasho!
It's Yasho! That's the only time he appears in this game.
Yep.
And then he's dead.
We're gonna kiss him.
No, we're not gonna kiss him. We're gonna kill all his warts.
Come here, warts!
Alright, how many can you get?
Not many. I'm really bad at this.
Well, this is also the worst spot gravity-wise to stand. You can spin and keep it going.
Yeah, I just couldn't tell where I was going. Yeah, I'm not getting the combos.
That was a pretty solid combo right there.
It
5
was-
is good.
Yeah,
like,
it would've
5 is
been
hard
fine.
to do.
Hello, gentlemen. Can I interest you in some Jesus Christ merchandise?
What?
I don't know.
Should I interest you in your eternal salvation?
Or
Or maybe a little bit of free Coca-Cola?
for the small price of getting baptized.
Good. It's 420!
It's the best.
Weed!
It's 4:20 o'clock.
Weed! On January 22nd, 2000.
I like our persuasive religious.
Dude, I served a mission and I can't believe I never thought of that.
Free Coca.
Have I told this story on my mission? Because, like, people don't want to talk to you when you're a missionary, and I respect
Right.
it. I don't want to talk to them, but it's the only thing I'm there to do.
Yeah.
But, like, have I told this story of when we were just serving in this area? For some reason, there was a lot of, like, Russians in that area.
Maybe they should have slowed down.
Okay, and there was also, like, a lot of Hispanic people just in the Colorado area I was serving in. Anyways, we walk up to this lady on the street, and we're like, hi, like, we're missionaries, yada, yada, yada. And she goes, no English in, like, a Russian accent. And we're like, okay, that's fine. We see this guy working on his car, this white dude, and we walk over and we go, hey, like, what's going on, man? And he goes, oh, sorry, guys, I don't speak English either. And I was like, you know what, just for that, I'm gonna leave you alone. I respect that.
What a Chad.
It was pretty great.
That is really.
That was pretty good.
Oh boy.
Shout out to the dude on the bus home from school the other day. I had both headphones in, was clearly watching a video, and thought, now's the time for small talk, and just tried to chat to me.
People are so bad at that.
And I was like, dude, no. Homie, no, dude, I didn't know the liberal arts would be so weird, just so full of weird kids. There are so many weird kids in my classes.
Yeah, that's
you probably
what
have
the
it
liberal
worse.
arts for.
You're in drama, you probably have it worse.
Yeah, I'm the only cis heterosexual man in any of my drama
sick.
classes.
I'm usually one of the only ones in my class, but that's because English is just a very feminine major for some reason.
Yeah.
A lot of women do English major.
Yeah.
Because it's open.
I've met.
That's fair. That's why I'm in it, because it's an open major. No, but
Because they just want to marry a man who goes into business or medicine.
Yeah,
that's fair. I mean, don't we all?
No.
Woman. I've expressed multiple times to my wife I would happily be a stay-at-home dad.
I just don't want to go into business or medicine.
That's fair.
Those would suck.
That's it.
Medicine business now.
Oh, you're dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're not dead.
I'm a pro.
But shout out to the one girl in my class who I can only describe as a Doctor Who Tumblr girl. Yeah, no, that gives you the exact image of who I'm talking about, right? We were doing like a group, like talking in groups and stuff, and then like we had to pick a spokesperson for each person.
Yeah.
And I need to preface by saying her and this other Tumblr girl, like Tumblr LGBT girl, just dominate the classroom. They are the only two people that talk all hour and a half. And like when it came to her group, with like 2 seconds wait, she goes, "Aw, is it me? Dang." And I go, "It is not a dang. You love talking in this." Like under my breath, I went, "Oh my gosh." Like you talk all the time in this classroom.
There is in my English class, the way our teacher's doing it right now is we're doing it like a game for most of the semester, where we all have different stances on different issues.
Oh, sick.
So the issue for the first one, just for the time period and whatnot that we're doing stuff with, is early colonial America.
Oof.
Like right after independence is one. Who do we allow in theater and like entertainment? Yeah. And my group is the so here's the deal. The paper that we were given says you are representatives of the slaves, indigenous people, and women.
This is a very white school. Anyways.
Yeah. Because we just don't have anybody else.
All of our like our black students are like not all of them, but a lot of them are not members and they're just recruited for football.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But that's what it said. When I heard representatives, my brain said, so are we like white people advocating for them?
Oh no.
And we were not.
Yeah.
But because of the group we're with, only one of us is allowed in the debates, which I think is actually kind of clever, and it rotates who's allowed
That's
in.
fair.
Just to give you a feeling of like being vastly
underrepresented, yeah.
outnumbered and all that. I said something to the extent of like, everyone needs. You need this kind of like diversity, blah blah blah. I was making a point, and then later on, somebody was like, "Well," let's compromise. Let our like minority groups in a fraction of, like at a specific like number, like percentage of them.
Yeah.
And some girl on the other side just went like what 3/5, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
No. No, honey.
There's a comedian I watch who he makes the joke. He talks about how rednecks. He's like, I don't think rednecks should be allowed to have as much power with voting as they do. And he's like, I don't think we should take away all their power. Just like give them like 3/5, And I'm like, all right, that's fair. Oh boy, yeah. My classes have been surprisingly, like, for lack of a better term, woke. Like, there's just been a lot of discussion in classes that, in my writing with style class about LGBT and race issues, I learned there's this whole issue surrounding the African American vernacular English, which is like black slang.
Okay.
And like the way that they speak.
Yeah.
And how like some people think that it is like there was like a study done. I've talked about this ad nauseum between classes and stuff, but there was a study done that showed that like trying to have them switch how they spoke in their formal papers in high school. Like telling black students you have to write the quote-unquote proper English. Right. They would grade just as high as all the white and, other racist students, but they had significantly lower self-esteem and racial identity. And so it's this whole debate of like, it is kind of its own language. It has its own constant grammar. Well, it has its own consistent grammar, and it's just different,
Would it be a language, or would it be considered more like a dialect?
That's the argument. Linguists call it a dialect. And so it's like, that's the whole debate, is like, well, how do we recognize this? So it was interesting.
Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's interesting stuff.
That's an interesting issue. I'm a fan of humanity's variety.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yo, give me that party pack of human.
If everyone was like me, everyone would be boring. If everyone was like me, everyone would be pretty enough tonight. If everyone was like me, we'd all have funny voices.
We don't get kisses.
I kiss everyone. Kiss for everyone.
If everyone was like me, there'd be no balls.
I don't discriminate. I'll kiss you regardless of your background. Unless you're mean. I discriminate against jerks.
Shout out to me and Danny's conversation off camera where he was telling me about a girl from high school.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay. No.
I have no idea what you're talking
Here's the
about.
context. I mentioned how doing improv in high school, students know you from that, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't talk to you.
Yeah.
And this one girl came up to me one day at like a choir event or something, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I loved that improv show. Say something funny," as dumb
Yeah.
people do.
Yeah.
I won't say her name on camera.
That's fair.
You know, she's a fan still.
I mean, do I know her?
No.
Okay, then yeah, why would I care? No pressure,
no,
but
but-
if you don't one-shot this, you're disowned.
I know. But she was like, say something funny. So I was like, I'm glad you think I'm funny, but please focus on more than just my looks.
Shake.
I know.
Okay,
Cool. Senora.
Anyways, continue.
I was like, focus on more than just my looks. That was the story.
Okay.
That was it. And then Priscilla immediately was like, did you kiss her?
Well,
And I was like, no, I didn't. And then Priscilla was like, did you want to kiss her?
Oh my gosh.
This is how.
what was your answer?
I was like, well, I mean, yeah, like, kind of. Like, at that point, yes. Which is why I was like, I'll give her a funny answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
But she was not the brightest person.
That's fair.
Nice.
But you would have kissed her.
Yeah,
I
man.
kissed her.
Would have been a regret.
Oh, dude, you got no star, bro.
I nailed it.
Damn, you're just zooming through this.
I'm
game.
gonna have a whole galaxy.
No,
Solar system.
you just entered a galaxy. There's so many galaxies in this game.
Yeah, I gotta make my own with my stars.
Oh, cool.
You got a problem, Bob? You wanna take this outside, buddy? You wanna take this out to space? What the frick did you say to me, you little?
The
how
the
you
copy
know?
pasta, but in that
I
voice.
graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs Academy in my kisses class.
Thank you.
Alright.
Extracurricular or extra.
That was Danny's high school extracurricular.
It was not!
No, that was his PE credit.
Oh, my
It
bad.
was kissing.
Well, my teachers gave me that extra credit.
Yo, here's a hot take.
Yeah.
Just because your class counts for PE credit does not make it a sport.
Yes, oh my gosh, dude.
Our
my
show
gosh.
choir counted. It weren't a sport. It was dancing. It was intense, but it was not a sport.
Me and another guy from my ward.
You good?
We're visiting. I'm just fired up about this because I hate it. We're visiting a girl in our ward, right? As is our duty.
Ward being our church congregation, because that's not a word that I think a lot of people use.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And we're assigned to go like check up and make sure they're doing fine and help out if they need stuff for church business or whatever. The point is, we were talking to her and she my companion was like, oh hey, you do any sports just to like get to know her, and she was like, oh yeah, I've been doing dance my whole life.
That's
And
yeah.
I was
It's
like,
a little different.
I was like, no, it's still not a sport. It's not a
It's an
sport.
art.
Alright.
It is an
It's
art.
an art. It's not a
I'll
sport.
give you that.
But where do you draw the line? Does cheer count?
Dance. No.
Does-
Cheer doesn't count for anything.
Does color guard count?
Okay,
Oh my God.
here's a hot take I have that I
Yes.
realized the other day. Cheer is useless.
Yeah, but so is like show choir.
You could argue
marching
gymnastics is
band.
just as
No. But here's the thing. It's entertaining, right? Cheer. Nobody goes and is like,
Daniel,
oh,
I want you to go to any football game ever. And find some dude drinking a beer and ask him if he likes the cheerleaders.
Yeah,
they
he-
will always tell you they're entertained.
Yes. Is it because he thinks they're very talented individuals and is appreciating their art?
No,
form?
he likes their
No.
flippies and looking up their skirts.
Yes, exactly. And I don't.
What, next you're gonna tell me that prostitution isn't a real job?
Prostitution shouldn't be your plan A.
Or B, probably.
No, it's a great plan B.
You just need to have Plan B on hand.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm sorry, that was bad. Can I make this jump?
Yeah, if you triple.
That's what I was thinking.
You're a genius. I've literally never, like, I don't remember what's beyond here because I haven't seen it in so long. Like, I just don't remember.
If I recall, it's boring.
Yeah, no, it's just more of the flippy around and
Yeah.
stuff. Hey, don't get squished.
I'm getting squished.
Daniel, why did you get squished?
Because Mario got them sticky fingers.
You could have stayed. There was no. I know how this game. Look, I have never been more confident in a statement in my life. I know how to control Mario in this game. You did not have to move forward there.
I thought I could make it, but his freaking stick fingers didn't. Why would I need to triple jump?
I mean, you can do that, but it's slow.
Yeah, but
Daniel, everything that I do in this game is to be fast. I want you to know, anytime I tell you something, it's because I do it because it's fast.
like
maybe it's
waiting,
not more fun.
Like waiting another cycle of these.
Correct. How much longer did it take you to get through this level because you didn't wait?
Matt, we could have like a 30-minute compilation of all the times that I'm like, Matt, why'd you do that? And then you die in a game, and you're like, I'm trying to speedrun.
Okay, that's not the same. That was in Mario 64 and Sunshine, which I was not good at. I've only been running those games for like less than a year. This game, I've been running for like 4.
You also did start Sunshine being like, I'm good at this game. No,
I'm better at it now.
You just said you've beaten it. You didn't say you were good at it.
It's true.
I just used it against you the whole playthrough.
Yeah, and then you checked out for the last like 5 hours of it. Granted, I was looking up Blue Coins
Mario
the whole
Sunshine
time,
is just,
but-
if you don't like Mario Sunshine gameplay, it's just like, it's just blue coins, man.
Dude, you haven't even tried to play it. Not true. You did try once or twice.
I mean, like watching gameplay.
That's fair. That's why we have to be funny.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
And that's why when I'm looking for blue coins, you have to entertain them.
I try, and then you would shut me down.
No.
You'd be like, Daniel, I'm trying to have conversation, and I'm like, you're trying to talk about blue coins.
No.
Should I be here?
This is a
I don't
disagreement
know.
that we've had about Sunshine since Sunshine was happening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I'm over
Oh my
it.
gosh, are you Beyblading right now?
Yes.
Beyblade Burst Turbo,
What are you saying?
collide with the energy.
What are you saying?
Legends conquer to survive.
Why are you talking?
Part of your
What are you
legacy.
singing?
Beyblade Burst Turbo. It's the Beyblade Burst Turbo theme song.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It comes down to the final moment.
I don't know what to say to this.
Feel the stadium in motion.
Wow.
Let them know who we are.
Wow.
Beyblade come alive.
Why do you know that?
It's a banger.
Is it a meme?
No.
Then why do you know it?
It's a good song.
Did Nate Wants to Battle cover it?
Yes.
I figured. I
This
figured
is a
that's
good cover.
why.
It's a good cover. But it's a
Did you
good
ever
song.
listen to Linkin Park?
I like some of their like big meme songs.
Yeah, Numb is amazing.
Yeah, Numb is a really good song. I don't want to do this right now.
You wanna
Oh, I
do
can't
that
do this
now?
right now.
You can.
No, I can't.
What?
The Hidden Star in Battle Rock?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
No, there's 2 hidden stars on Battle Rock.
There are?
Yeah, there's 2 hidden stars on Battle Rock.
Freaked. Oh, it's the. Okay, yeah, okay,
it's the
got it.
trash.
Trash. Oh, dude, that's a good episode.
Dude,
That's a good
taking
level.
out the trash, bro.
At night.
He said the funny line. Priscilla, what's your favorite quote from that episode?
The hash slade slasher.
SpongeBob, there's 2 problems wrong with your theory. The first one is, I hate you.
I don't remember this part.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
great.
recently discovered it too, and I was like, this was amazing. Thank you,
It is
SpongeBob.
pretty great.
Oh man.
We're gonna get in a band now. I'm gonna play every part, okay? I'm talking as Mario.
Yeah, no, I can hear that, but it's just one part.
Yeah, it's a one-man band. But I forgot every other instrument at home.
I don't know,
It's
man.
a one-man band, but I'm allergic to drums!
Don't do drums, kids.
I'm never letting my kid in band.
Yo, you want to go to an oboe concert?
I'm never letting my kid in band. Too many sax and violins.
Thank you. Do you want to go to an oboe concert?
Not in the slightest.
Why did you bring it up again? Was it your
Because
friend?
I grew, like, she was in my home church.
Yeah. Are you motion sick yet, babe?
No.
Do you want to be?
No.
Alright.
I'm not looking.
Oh, this is so nice.
Why is there an oboe concert? What does that mean?
It's just an oboe. But no, so like if you major in an instrument, you have to do like a concert at the end. for,
Right.
like, your...
With a bunch of other people majoring in that instrument?
No, it's just your concert.
It's just her.
It's usually like an hour.
Just
Oh,
one
gotcha,
girl
gotcha.
playing an oboe.
Shout out to when we Before we were dating, we went to the jazz concert.
I think we were,
Nice.
but I think we held hands or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like an early stage of our relationship. And we
I
went
was
to
in
a
my
jazz
hoe phase
concert.
when I met Matt.
Thank you.
Anyway.
My hoe face.
I was.
That's fair.
It's fine. No, but then we went to the jazz concert, and I was I enjoy live jazz music. Gets me closer to like coitus than anything I've ever experienced
sorry,
in
to
my
what?
life.
To what?
to coitus.
I don't know what that means.
The art, the making of love.
I've never heard
Shout out
that
to
word
like
in
we
my
were
life.
early dating, and I just lean over and go, I think jazz is my kink. Like just
Fair.
a sultry jazz voice singing to me, or just like a nice piano
Dude,
solo.
jazz improv is my favorite.
Jazz
thing.
is amazing.
Just hearing people riff off whatever, like I just don't get it.
Dude, it's amazing. Jazz is incredible. Don't die.
I'm planning on not.
Good.
What about eventually?
Yeah, at some point.
I'd rather you don't. Because how am I going to keep making the funnies?
Danny never died.
Use Priscilla.
No, just wait till I die, and then you can die.
Wait, no, when you die, funny videos with Danny.
Are you surviving later than me? I thought we established that you're dying first. Yeah.
Why do you have this planned out?
Because she doesn't want to be without me, which is cute, but then
That's
I have to
cute.
be without her.
Yeah, sucks to suck.
Get a dog. Not that it's a valid replacement, it's just companionship is important.
Just get another one.
I realized that sounded horrible.
Is that what you did with Grandpa Flanagan?
Yeah, no, shout out to our great grandpa who lived to be like 105 or whatever.
6, I think.
Was he 106? I
think
thought he
so.
was close to his 100. Oh, he just had his 106th birthday
Yeah.
and he died. Anyways, shout out to him. Like, he got married again at like 90 something, which like fair, because she also was married. She'd also been married before.
Yeah.
But then like once she died and he just started getting older and older, I never heard him utter the name Liz once. He would talk about his Irma all the time,
Yeah,
which
his
was his
first wife.
first wife, which is fair. But I'm just like, does Liz ever feel bad about that? Like, I was with you for like 7 years. What the heck, Tom? Anyways,
No.
you do need Starbits, so you might want to get them.
I do?
Yeah, you need
cool.
20?
Stockulus, my nuculus.
I think you only need, you might need 30. It's 20 or 30.
Okay, Mario. Alright.
Marlo?
Marlo?
Marlo and me?
Marinara?
What were we doing at improv yesterday where we just kept listing off the movie? Oh, we were playing the game Deleted Scenes. And like someone said like deleted scenes from Titanic. And then she was like, no, we're not doing that. Or no, someone said Bridge to Terabithia.
Really?
And she said, no, we're not taking that. And so I
don't
went,
know what that is.
that's the movie with the child who dies. It's a dead child movie is what you
Okay.
need to know. Anyways,
the kid has a friend who dies.
and then I was like, oh, my bad, Old Yeller? And then someone was like, Marley and Me? And we just kept listing movies where people die.
No.
We were like, Of Mice and Men?
No!
Flowers for Algernon?
No!
Shout out to Algernon the mouse.
Yo, shout out to Eldernon. If you're in chat,
Yo, could you just hit like? Yo, thanks for the follow, Algernon.
sorry about the stuff.
Do you know the plot of that book?
Not the
Yo,
slightest.
spoiler alert for Flowers for Algernon. It's actually really depressing, and I had to watch it in like, I had to read it in like middle school. You have enough Starbits.
Yeah, just one more.
Okay, cool.
This is the fun part.
I had to read it in like elementary school. It's about this like brain surgery that's supposed to help. In retrospect, it might be a little bit iffy because it's supposed to cure autism. They're like trying to find a cure for autism, which is fine, you know, like.
Was it in a day and age when people knew the cause for autism?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I think I think it's fine to say like maybe we can, you know.
But they developed this genetic thing that made this, like, they tested it on this mouse named Algernon, and he got, like, mad smart. Like, he was solving their, like, mazes. He was, like,
Really?
straight up getting so smart, and they were like, cool, it works. And so then they give it to this guy, and he eventually gets smarter, and the whole book's told through his perspective. And then at the end of the book, the mouse suddenly just crashes and just keeps getting worse and worse, and then eventually dies.
There's a lot of movies like there are a lot of
Well,
plots
and
like
the
that.
whole point is, like, the guy is now realizing with his heightened intelligence, he's like, oh, well, that's gonna be me in a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's just a really depressing book.
Wow. It's like that.
So shout out to Algernon.
It's like that one Robin Williams movie. I watched it over like Christmas or something, where he plays a
Click?
what?
No, continue your story.
He plays a doctor and he's in a psych hospital
I
or
don't know what you're talking
psych ward or
about.
something, and he discovers. He figures out what medicine's supposed to help them, so he gets everyone on it, and then eventually it just stops working, and
Ugh,
it's very sad to watch.
that's no good.
Okay, I've already
Robin
lost
Williams did like a surprising number of just really sad movies.
Oh yeah.
He's a very talented actor.
You have to get them lit up by 10, so no pressure, but...
Go frick.
I don't think it's gonna work, but if you change the plan,
yeah.
You can also, this is something I learned, you can run into them while they're just on the ground. If you're holding another bomb, you can run into it and it'll light up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
actually
cool.
really helpful.
I didn't know that.
This is like, yeah, technically it's a speedrunning thing, but it's just a genuinely helpful tip.
Shout out to this episode, to this level in the next game, I want to say, where you just die if you don't get it.
No, you never do.
Never?
No, I always thought so too. It's like a collective, like, Mandela effect. You don't die.
Mario Della.
The Stompy game, the Chimps game, you die if you lose, but that's because you can't reset it.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm thinking. I think I missed that one right there.
No, you're good.
I did not miss. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. This one's easier.
I should do that.
The second version of this is way hard. You're good. That's totally fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. Anyways, no, I was going to Click because that's also a movie where a man dies.
I don't know what Click is.
Click is the Adam Sandler movie where he has the remote to control real life.
Never heard
So he
of
can,
it.
like, pause and play. It's a very certified Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But then it just gets really existential out of nowhere. And you're like, no thank you. No, I did not ask for this, please.
Man.
And then it's just like, okay, cool, bye. It's like, no. Anyways, I think that's an episode.
Yeah, let's call it.
Let's call it. What should we call it? Rebecca? Tyrone?
Stephanie?
Jennifer.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Peter, I'm talking about you, Peter.
Are they laughing yet? Should we end the
Episode's
episode?
over now. Peter.
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 See you next time, Peter. I'm hungry, Peter.
Stop.